following interview is featured by the SOTL Global Movement, a global leadership platform connecting cultures, creating impact.
Hello, my name is Nicole Townsend, and I am the CEO and uh, a founder of Pretty Well Huffman, in addition to a proud member of Sister of the Leaf Global Movement. I am the ambassador for Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, first of all, I would like to know about your first contact with cigars and premium tobacco.
So my first contact with cigars in the industry, so to speak, as you may know or may not know, I work for Casa de Monte Cristo. And I've been here almost a year now, working in the industry, cigars being my passion, introduced by my father. Uh, with smoking cigars, I have made great relationships and great partnerships like Sister of the Leaf Global Movement. And in addition to that, my own brand, Pretty Well Huffman.
How was it for you growing with your father as a smoker? Maybe you have memories about your childhood, smelling the cigar, watching him smoking. What can you remember about it?
Oh my God. Those are some of my better times, regards to my memories with the passion for my father, sitting down, having a cup of java, coffee, spirits, smoking fine cigars, and having the conversations that led to um, passionate memories, the aroma, the conversations, all of the knowledge that he poured into me was so honorable. All of the things that I've acquired about cigars and the industry and just in the community and the culture itself have been instilled in me through my father. And in addition to that, it's about the people and the knowledge that he's brought to me about cigars.
And what about your first ever cigar? Many smokers had stories about it sneaking into the father's humidor or sneaking into the ashtray with for a knob. What can you remember about it?
So my first cigar was Padron, 1926. My father gifted me the cigar and said, he used to call me Nikolai. So he said, Nikolai, I'm going to teach you how to properly cut, smoke, and endure a cigar. So I didn't have to sneak into his humidor, nor did I have to smoke his seconds. He gifted me so and so smoking Padron and all of the beautiful different Fuente, uh, Romeo and Juliet, Rocky Patel, all the different brands have been just a great experience and also a lifelong journey that I have endured. So my father introduced me to that particular cigar, and it's been like my go-to classic for all my special events and occasions. I'll stick to Padron.
Okay, now what can you tell me about this pretty wild puffin?
So Pretty Well Huffman is my brand, and I created a safe place. I have a cigar brand that's Pretty Well Puffin, but also I have a cigar group that's on Facebook. I have introduced it to women to have a safe place and a go-to for a platform where they could obtain knowledge and also feel comfortable enough to be able to obtain different things that they wanted to create in their own steps of becoming more knowledgeable about cigars. This year, 2026, the Charleston Smoke Out, I won Sister of the Leaf in my group Pretty Well Puffin, as you can see. So my group was nominated for one of the cigar groups for the top five. So I'm really proud about that. Also, I have men in the group as well. They support the women because where would we be without the brothers of the league to support the sister of the leagues? I'm very proud of my group. I have a little over 3,000 people, and it has become one of my accomplishments and milestones. I have apparel and cigar accessories that I sell, and I travel to different cigar festivals. As you can see, my bracelet that's made by Stacy Bozeman out of North Carolina with Smoke Collection. She makes some bracelets for me that are called Pretty Well Puffin so that I could sell to others as well.
And you were doing this inside your group before knowing about SOTL,
About knowing about,
the
sorry,
SOTL Global Movement?
oh, Sister of the Leaf Global Movement?
Yeah.
So, Sister of the Leaf Global Movement, I've been a member of them for about 4 years now. I have my certified cigar sommelier tobacconist, so I have my CCST. Anastasia has been nothing but a huge help. It's a motivational and a movement that helps us intertwine spiritually. It also helps us to encourage others to join and be a part of such an international group of women that support one another. So Pretty Well Puffin was my brand first. I came on board with Sister of the Leaf Global Movement, and Anastasia has done nothing but supporting me the whole time.
So you had your group before knowing about the Sisters of the Leaf. Then you get into the Sisters of the Leaf and get your certifications. And how does that change your vision about this industry and the tobacco, cigars, and the premium tobacco industry?
So the vision was when I first joined Sister of the Leaf Global Movement, I had a determination. I had a love and passion for the industry that was instilled in me by my father. When I came on board to get my certification, I got it in honor of my father because his birthday is in May, and then following May is Father's Day for June. So this story is funny that you asked that question because Anastasia was very proud of me, and she was very encouraging when I was trying to get my certification. So I took the test and I passed in time enough to celebrate one for Mother's Day was before his birthday is May 20th. So I obtained my certification. I got approved where I passed the test, and I sent the certification to her where I was very, very happy, and I was like, I passed, I passed. So that in itself was accomplishment for me because I'm a daddy's girl, and I was very passionate about the industry and what he's made. Um, what he's like a he was like a sponge to me. I absorbed everything that he was given, and not just about cigars, but anything in life that he's taught me. That's been my legacy, throughout everything I do. I reference it to him. So it's changed my vision because one, I had an accomplishment. Two, I've been able to pour into other women to come along on this journey with me. And then three, my brand, I've been able to expand to follow in different festivals all over the world. I've traveled. I was able to be Cynthia Fuente. She invited me to Tampa with Anastasia and other women to be able to speak at the round table. And so that in itself with Sister of the Loose Global Movement has been a huge accomplishment because that day, not only was I invited to Tampa and I was able to go to Cathedral, but we toured JC Newman. And when we went on the tour, I was able to roll my own cigars. So that in itself, I've been to the Bahamas and to, different places where I went to grace the factories where I'm able to roll my cigars and see other people. But JC Newman was hands on, and I was with my sister, the Leaf Global Movement. So that's been a great inspiration as well.
And how can you describe the sensations in your hand of being making something you have enjoyed but had never made? Many aficionadas and aficionados enjoy a cigar, but has no idea of everything behind the making of one of those, of one of these. So, uh, what did you feel when you were rolling your cigar?
When I rolled these cigars here are some premium brands in my brand that we sell here at Casa de Monte Cristo. Um, to be able to roll my own cigar, and then not only was I able to roll my own cigars, to see the wrapper, the binder, the filler, to orchestrate that was like it was very intriguing, but also very fulfilling because it was passionate about something that I love to do. I love to smoke. I love everything about cigars. And in that moment, it was a young lady there that made labels. So I have not only the cigar that I rolled myself, but a label that has my brand on it pretty well. So that was very inspiring for me because again, I was able to do it with women that inspired me. I had, Anna Cecilia there, Patricia, Doki was there, Cynthia Fuente, Maya from Karen Berger. I had all these people that have always poured into me. And with them pouring into me has been an inspiration for me to be able to reciprocate and pour into others.
And how's it has been to for you to be a smoking lady in an ambience that is wrongly signed as a man place?
So here, I have been intrigued at different lounges where I felt comfortable enough to be in a setting where men think that it's a man industry. I recently had an event in May where I certified a lounge, um, the Rat Cat Martini Bar, and they are women friendly certified. So what that means is that I go to a lounge where they have um, brands like Fuente, Karen Berger, Nova, different women brand cigars. In addition to that, they have been in agreement to sell my accessories for my brand. And also creating a safe place where they have membership for not only just men, but women as well. And the women are greeted, they're complimented, and they feel safe where they feel comfortable, where they're knowledgeable. And it's not just like a sport where it's only indicted for men only. So I'm very comfortable not only in my atmosphere in my community, but well when I'm invited out to either out of the country or other states when I visit cigar festivals. I always feel that not only the men, but women in general are more welcoming to the women society of smoking now that we collectively come together and it's as it's I don't want to say it's a sport, but it's a this cigar right here brings us together. So with that being said, it's kind of intriguing and it's complimenting when you go to a lounge setting and you feel comfortable in that setting. So I feel very good about that.
Okay, and now what kind of accessories and cigars are you selling under your brand?
So this is my logo, which is if you could see, it's a
Yeah.
woman smoking. What intrigued is I have an infinity heart there. That heart, my father, ever since I was 5 years old, my father has given me a heart something, whether it be a bracelet, a necklace, which I wear that he gave me this as well. So the heart symbolizes infinity, that my love for him will always be forever and my love for cigars will be forever. I sell cigar sticks. I have one of a kind, which is called Feather Me Bad, where I have a feather, which is very large. A lot of women take the pick when they the masquerade balls and different things like that. Um, I s- I sell very unique things that I make exclusively. So when women, I believe all women are pretty when they come. So that if they want to take my logo and put it with their face on a shirt, on a purse, a bag, um, I sell those accessories as well. I customize them to fit the women's need. I also sell coffee mugs, tumblers. I sell custom made bags for your humidor. And I have those, and those are sewn. I have a young lady, Anika Creation. She sewed all my bags for me, and I make those out of blue jean pants and skirts. So those are really popular. In addition to that, I sell patches, and they're shaped in a heart, and I have those exclusively made for my brand. In addition to that, I sell t-shirts, of course, but I sell also lingerie and swimsuits.
Okay.
So I, numerous of things.
And speaking about cigars, what could you say is your first favorite or preferred blend, preferred wrapper, and your preferred size?
So I am definitely a Maduro full body type girl because I was introduced at a young age at Padron. So I kind of started off strong. I was telling someone today that I didn't start off with a sweet cigar. So I never had the experience of smoking like a Groovy Blue or Tatiana, things of that nature. But I don't frown upon it for those that do. I love a San Andreas wrapper, and my choice would be a Robusto because it's like a flavor bomb. That's the size that I prefer, but um, I'm not torn between the fact that I have to have like the Robusto size. I also can appreciate and love a great one Cero.
Okay.
True.
If you were in a movie, what would the audience be shouting at you to do right now?
What would the audience be shouting to me in my movie?
Yeah, to do right now. What are they looking to that need to shout you to do?
What would they need for me to shout out to do?
Yeah, imagine that you are right now living, I don't know, maybe about taking a decision. Then the audience will be saying, "Yes, Nicole, go for that," or it depends on what's happening on your life right now.
So again, when I won the award for Sister of Relief for 2026, I was inspired by Anastasia and other people, Calvin Jenkins and King Hollywood, his Smokeouts edition. Um, all of the people that pour into me are always saying, "What's next? What's next?" Hollywood, because that's what they call me. Where are you going now? I look on the internet. You're always traveling international. So if I had to say one thing that they would be saying, it would be Guatemala, Nicaragua, Honduras, travel, go, 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 go. So that's pretty much what the audience would be saying, I think, in geared in reference to me and my brand.
Okay, and now, what is one truth of yourself that took you years to accept?
One truth about myself that took me years to not to be so hard on myself. I'm very hard when it comes to perfection and different things. If I have a great determination. I never let anything defeat me. I'm always determined. Just like when I was taking the test, like I was telling you, my CCST for SOTL Global Movement. Um, you know, you can only fail something if you never try and try again. So being determined and being very exclusive when it comes to what I want to do. I'm always so hard on myself. I'm my worst critic. So I'm always trying to improve and showing people the love and the care. And my intentions are always genuine and from my heart. So I had to learn that. I had to slow down, be patient, and I'm never, ever not humbled about anything that I've accomplished in life. So I'm always trying to be not so hard on myself. And that has taken some years to improve.
Okay, and now let's talk about the Dallas Smoke Fest, where you and I think Maya will be there invited as influencers. So, what do people expect from the Dallas Smoke Fest?
So Dallas Smoke Fest will be November 4th through the 8th. I have been an ambassador and influencer for this is my third year. Maya has joined this year, which I'm very excited about. Maya and myself and Sheree, we will then certify Roz Lounge. That's the Smoking Jacket Lounge. We'll do that on Thursday, and we're going to have a whole event. It's going to be certification, as I spoke earlier in the interview about, for SOTL Global Movement. Hopefully, Anastasia can pop in, but Maya, Sheree, and myself will we will then have that event in Dallas, Texas. The event, in addition to certifying Rod's Lounge, Dallas Smoke Fest is an honor for all veterans. My father is a veteran. He was in the United States Army. So it's passionate for me. Dallas, the whole team, Sheree, Cigar Rockstar, Roz, Shamir Mills, which is Heart of the Lion, um, Kalani Jackson, which is the CEO. The whole team has become my family. They're very good people. They're family orientated. The Dallas Smoke Fest is a cultivating event that practices love for the leaf. It's from Wednesday to Sunday, Sunday being the honorary day for veterans. It's specifically for veterans for that day in honor of Veterans Day. We go to various lounges, we smoke. It's a very diverse festival. And as I said, it's Wednesday to Sunday. It's very, very, we have a masquerade ball, but it's very, very family orientated, and it's very um, diverse. With people come from all over the world, you know, and they come to enjoy the festival, and it's just going to be a great experience with great people. As I said, it's my third year. Maya and I are very excited. We've talked about traveling, our plans, making plans and different things. So we're really, really excited about the Dallas Smoke Fest this year.
Okay, and correct me if wrong. You said you have been into some factories, so
Mhm.
you have had the chance of seeing how many female hands are involved in the making of this, from factories, from the stores, from the farms. So, what do you think about this social change where women are now into the side of the industry? Because they have always been there, but not at side.
Right.
So, what do you think about this
Exactly.
change?
I think the camaraderie of the women being highlighted now is amazing. I know different factories like Karen Berger and the Fuente factory, JC Newman. I've been to Great Cliff in the Bahamas. I did a whole video where the women have been rolling and having different roles in making the cigar. I think that the highlight of what they put into it is not um, minimized anymore. It's maximized. So now that women have been highlighted with their role in the factory, I think it's just amazing what, people have given them an equal opportunity to be able to, one, work in the factory, raise their families, and still go home and do other duties that, we as women have: cook dinner, do laundry, take care of children. But they have the day role of making those impressions of going and having their hands made into this fabulous thing that we smoke called cigar. So yes, I'm very intrigued and very impressed at the role that the women play in the factories.
Okay, Is there something you would like to add to this conversation? We're getting to the end of this interview.
The only thing that I would like to add is that if you're not familiar with the movement, if you're not familiar with Sister Believe Global Movement and all that it entails, please reach out to Anastasia or any of us. We would be more so intrigued to be able to bring you on, help you grow. How can we be a part of something that you would need to help your business grow or help if you're at a stage where you're trying to create a brand or if you're trying to connect with some like minded women, always reach out to Sister the Leaf Global Movement, Pretty Well Puffin, where I'm on Instagram or even on Facebook and my cigar group. I promote that because I have built a safe place where women can come and they can inbox or DM or ask me anything so that I can pay it forward. And by paying it forward, it's very passionate for me to be able to invite them to come into my world so I can be a great influence as I've had women pave the way for myself. So that's what I would add.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for your time, for being here. And hope for everyone here, hope to see you next week with another interview with the SOTL Global Movement members. Thank you so much and see you next week.
Raul, I would like to thank you too. And if you're ever in Detroit, Michigan, you can come to Casa di Monte Cristo and visit me here in Southfield, and we would love to smoke with you.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.